What is going on, guys? It is John here for you. Welcome to JD Tractor. If this is your first time on the channel, please go down to that bottom, hit that subscribe button for me. I really would appreciate it. But it's that time of year again, so let's get into it. It's the 2018 lawn care setup. Alrighty guys, so we'll start out with big stuff and then work our way down to the smaller things. Now I know my trailer's not hooked up. I know you can yell at me for that. I didn't, obviously as you guys can see it's still cold and I'm not mowing quite yet. It was like 80 degrees 2 weeks ago and it got beautiful and now it's cold again. So no mowing for me for a little while, but I figured I'd go ahead and show you everything since it's all here. We'll start out with numero uno. This is my pretty much brand new 2017 Chevrolet 3500 HD Duramax pickup truck. And I bought this middle of last summer. If you guys want to see how I, a younger kid who is currently still in college, able to afford a truck like this, go watch the video. I explain it all. It was truly a blessing to be able to buy this thing. Anyway, so this is my truck. I know it's kind of overkill, but I don't tow just lawn equipment around. I do a lot of other heavy towing, cars, equipment, you know, the dump trailer with actual gravel and actual materials in it. So I know it's a dually, I know it's overkill, but it's what I needed, it's what I wanted, and this is what I got. Okay, so moving on to the next big thing, not the zero turn. This is my trailer I'm using this year. This is a 14-foot Brymar dump trailer, and this I bought used. It is quite the wonderful trailer. This particular unit is a 2002. Go ahead and climb up in here for y'all. It does have the equipment ramps on here. Something that you guys can look for in a future video is, see these ramps, how they kind of have really big spaces between them? That's great for like a tractor or ditch witch or something with tracks or something like that, but for a zero turn, those little tiny caster wheels in the front, it jostles you all around with stuff like this. I'm actually going to be welding on metal grate to go over top of these ramps. Might need to do some fab work on the trailer, but that'd be something that I'm going to be looking at doing, so stay tuned for a video of that in the not so near future. Okay. Anyway guys, so this is the trailer. It does have a winch in it, which currently doesn't work. The previous owner put it here. It's pretty clapped out, to be honest. And then I've got this sweet toolbox up here, which usually will be, there's nothing in there right now. I won't go ahead and I won't open it because it's actually locked. But usually this is where I keep my string, some other miscellaneous things, some hand tools. It's nice to have it locked and keep it up here. It does have a stake body on it. And this particular dump trailer, it's got 4 D-rings. This particular dump trailer weighs just shy of 4,500 to 5,000 pounds empty. And you can put, I think, 4 ton in it, which is 8,000 pounds. So I know gross vehicle weight is a little over 12,000 pounds for this particular trailer. So it's does everything that I need it to do, and the other beauty of it, there we go, sorry for the camera shaking. The other beauty of it is that it does double as an equipment trailer that I'm able to use for my zero turn and other things. Alright, so the next big thing is obviously my John Deere zero turn. This is my main mower for the business. I bought this thing brand new last year as well. I'm still making payments on it. So this is the Z920M. My most popular video ever is talking about the Tweels and how my review on this mower. If you guys want to go check that out, more than welcome to. This has the Kawasaki FX 730V, even though it doesn't say it, it says John Deere, but it's a Kawasaki engine Runs fantastic. This does have the Michelin wheels on it, as you guys can see. These are a fantastic wheel option. The ride quality helps. I love the fact there's no maintenance to it, and they're great. I do have a little bit of cleaning I need to do on this thing. It's kind of gross down there. I guess I spilled some oil when I did an oil change and then did a leaf cleanup right afterwards. A couple options I have on this thing are the ACS Advanced Chute System. If you guys want to go check that out, I got a video on that up. I know that for a fact. Obviously, I'm running with no spindle covers because I don't like stuff getting jammed up in there. Another option I bought is this mat right here, which I bought from my John Deere dealership. It does not come standard. I bought that as an option. It does kind of help for the comfort level of this thing. It's not quite as rattling around with this thing. And of course, oh, not the most important one, I have this this strobe light on here. In the state where I'm at, you have to have some sort of strobe light or whatever if you're working next to a highway, and my biggest contract that I've had for the last few years actually is right next to a fairly major 2-lane road. So that's just an added safety thing. And the most important option is, of course, the genuine GoPro mount, because you got to make the content. 7-iron Pro 54-inch deck, great mower, haven't had a single problem with it. I think I have just shy of 50 hours. I got this about halfway through the season. Yeah, 48.5, so I'm probably going to be cracking 100 here in the somewhat near future. But it's been a great mower so far. Look forward to many more hours on it. Next up, this is a unit that I bought for, I think, $25. This is a John Deere JE75. It's very similar to the JX75, which is the mower that came after the 14SB and the silver aluminum deck John Deere mowers. So this is an aluminum deck. It does have one hole punched in it right here because these things are kind of fragile if you hit something real hard. It doesn't affect the cut quality though. This has got a Kawasaki FC, I think it's an FC 150 engine. Yep, FC 150V. This is electric start, which currently doesn't work because the battery needs some work and the Bendix gear on this needs some work as well. But I resurrected this thing. You guys can go check out those series of videos if you want to. I used to use a 14SB, but I ended up retiring that one and cleaned it up real nice, and it's just kind of a collector's item now. And this is the main push mower, 21-inch, that I use. For the yards that I do, it's either 21-inch or full-size zero-turn. There really is no in-between, so I don't have the need for like a walk-behind or a stander. So these are my two main mowers. A couple other mowers that you guys know that I have are some 14SBs, and my backup mower actually is a John Deere LX173 lawn tractor. I have a bagger, a front dethatcher, and a 38 mulching, bagging deck, and as well as a 48-inch side discharge deck. So the 48-inch deck on that really is my backup mower, and it is the second machine I use. But since 9 times out of 10 it's just me going out, I didn't include that in here. So there's the two mowers. Alright, getting on to the handheld stuff now. I don't have trimmer racks or anything, and I don't do this full-time enough to justify getting trimmer racks. I just throw them in the back of the truck. It really is no big deal. But here's what we're working with as far as two-stroke equipment is concerned. Boom. Okay. So we'll start from right and work our way left. This here is my backpack blower. This is the, I want to say, third or fourth, probably fourth season that I've been using this thing. This is a Husqvarna 350 BT blower. It looks the same as the 150 or the 130 BT, but it actually has I think a little bigger displacement engine in it for, you know, more air volume to be moved. Anyway, guys, this kind of looks like a homeowner unit. I know that, but I've been using it quite a bit over the last few years, and I haven't had a single issue with this thing, guys. It's run great, absolutely no problems. Next up on the list is my most powerful trimmer. This is a Husqvarna 326 LS. This is their mid-range commercial grade trimmer. They don't make this particular unit anymore, which kind of saddens me, but because it is a great trimmer. But this one here, it runs so great, I don't know if it's ever going to die, as long as I do some basic maintenance to it. This is the trimmer that I would take into a ditch, no problem whatsoever, and got gobs of power to basically do whatever you need it to do, but since it is a true two-stroke, you can still feather it to do those smaller jobs. Up next, we're going to change shades of orange over to my Stihl KM94R combi unit. This is a combi head. I do have the trimmer head on here. The other units that I have for this particular one is the combi extension pole and the tree pole saw on the end, a little mini chainsaw. I also have the power broom and the hedge clippers for this thing. The power broom is amazing. I'll make a video on that thing come summertime, but the power broom is really, really cool. But yeah, this is my Stihl trimmer. Do I have a preference over each one? No, they're both great trimmers. This one is a little bit more, has a bit more finesse to it than the Husqvarna does, but the Husqvarna has more power, clearly has more power than the Stihl KM94. Moving on to my handheld blower. Some of you guys are probably like, what in the world is that thing? I've never seen that before in my life. Some of you might not even know John Deere made two-stroke stuff. Well, they didn't. They just put their name on it. This is a John Deere 2BV. I found this thing at my dealer. It was abandoned. It sat outside for probably a number of years. And I put some gas in it and put a clean air filter in it and fired it right up. Then I proceeded to take the entire thing apart and degrease it and clean it up. So if you look at this thing, you might think it looks familiar to another type of blower, and you would be right. This blower here is identical, other than the color and the brand name, to an Echo PV1000. Go look it up, I promise. It actually has, down in the casting in the block, you can see the Deere number right there, but in the casting in the block, you can see the Echo embossment into the aluminum. So this is an Echo PV1000 that is disguised to be a John Deere. I absolutely love this blower. It's probably one of the best free things that I've ever gotten. I don't really use this so much for lawn care. I use it more here back at the shop for cleaning off the equipment, and I will take it on like landscaping jobs if I have a little sidewalk to blow off or whatever, if I don't have to take the big backpack blower. But it's just a convenience thing, you know what I'm saying? So this is my handheld blower. And then the last piece of handheld equipment that I have is a Stihl, of course, because Stihl does make the best saws. And this is my pretty much brand new MS261C chainsaw. I've used it a bit, not a tremendous amount. There will be some trees over here that I'll be taking out with this thing, so that'll be pretty neat to really get some good time with it. But this is one of the new M-tronic saws, meaning that it has the little wires and whatnot that go into the carburetor. No adjustment screws up here, folks. If you noticed, there are no holes for any screw adjustments. It does have a 20-inch bar. This is their lowest size commercial saw. I wanted something that would work well. I had a Husqvarna saw that was given to me, and it ran great for a while, but it just kept having problems, so I decided to bite the bullet and buy a new one. So that's all my handheld stuff. I do keep 5 gallons of gas with me, as well as my two-stroke gas. And this is the string I run. It's just Tractor Supply 095 lines. Does pretty good for what I need it to do. So anyway, guys, that is my setup for 2018. I know it's changed quite a bit since the 2017 video, if you guys want to go back and look at that. I do have all that equipment still, as you guys can see. But this is my everyday lawn care setup and maintenance setup, and that's what I'm going to be doing. The other things that are worth mentioning, right over the fence here, you can see I do have this little 4x5 or 4x6 utility trailer. This utility trailer actually doesn't weigh much. It weighs, I think, 200 or 300 pounds, and I hook it up behind the zero turn. And if I have a job inside of my neighborhood, I'll take it there and just use this behind the zero turn without having to fire up the truck to drive a quarter mile. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is that Aluma trailer right there. That Aluma trailer has a stake body that was custom built on it. And It's a 5 by 10. It's a 5 by 10 or a 6 by 10. It's an ATV trailer is what it's called. It has a ramp on the back and everything. The only problem is that that trailer only holds around 2,000 pounds, and that zero turn weighs, I think it's 1,300. So pulling that zero turn on this trailer for a long distance or all day, it really kind of overstresses the trailer and it bounces all over the place. So that's why having a little bigger trailer is nice, and that's why I'm using the dump trailer. Plus, towing the dump trailer with this truck, it just feels better. Anyway guys, I'll go ahead and end it there. I appreciate you watching my 2018 lawn care setup. If you got any questions for me, please leave it in the comments down below. I'll do my best I can to answer it. And also answer these questions, that trailer is for cars, and it's not for lawn care stuff, to clear up anything. Anyway guys, that's my 2018 setup. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for me, and we'll see y'all in the next video.